Hey guys, it's Stylish, and today's video is gonna be about runes, masteries, and build path, as a lot of people are asking me this question. I'm pretty sure the rest of the video is gonna surprise you a little bit, but do not worry, I'll explain everything about every choice I make, every items that I take, so you can understand why I do that. I hope you enjoy it. So for runes, this is gonna be the page you're gonna be using versus AP. And this is gonna be the page that you will be using versus AD. I take the at least 4 CDR per level to get the cap of 36% CDR, which allows you to throw 2 Qs in 1 W, which adds a lot of poke when you're sieging with your team, because nobody expects your shadow to throw another shuriken, which is like 400 free damage poke. And you want to replace AD Quints by Armor Pen Quints in matchups that won't push you under your tower, because it's better, but it's really hard to last it under a tower without the AD Quints. Masteries, this is the page I run against hard matchups that will push you and poke you under tower, aka Ari, LeBlanc, Victor. And this is gonna be the page I'll be using against easy matchups, such as Veigar and Nivea, anything that won't push you under your tower, keep basic attacking you. And this is gonna be the page I'll use against hard matchups, but I already know that I'm gonna roam a lot, and you're gonna have a lot of movement speed in river and bushes with the 2 movement speed masteries you're taking. And this is finally the page I use against tank matchups, kind of where you rely more on basic attacks when your space, aka Diana, Shogat, Malphite mid. Well, let's talk about a little bit about Blade. A lot of people think Blade is not good anymore because it got nerfed, blah blah blah, the price is higher. They think Death Stance is actually a good replacement for Blade, or Hydra Rush, second item after Yomu's. Let me tell you how this is really not true. I'm gonna show you an example where I'm gonna have a Hydra in one, like the exact same level, the exact same items. The only difference is gonna be that I will have Blade on one example, and I will have Hydra on the other example, and I will ulti and try to do my combo, the Mundo, in both examples, and you will be seeing that Blade will do way more damage. The thing is that, if you guys remember, Blade before the buff to Blade used to give 4% current HP damage per basic, and now it went up to 8%, then it went down to 6%. So like, if you think about it as well, if you're level 16 and you're ulting and basic attacking under your ulti, every damage you put is increased by 50%. So basically your 6% current HP damage per hit is going up to 9% current HP, which is a lot, just a lot. Because if you're facing anything that is tanky, or like a bruiser, a split pusher, Irelia, like anybody that has one armor item, then blade damage will just be way higher than anything you could build. Because you just can stick into that target, and it's really important for Zed to be able to 1v1 anybody in the game, because there's gonna be a lot of situations where you have to split push, where you want to split push, and you just want to be able to 1v1 anybody in the game. And about Death Stance, I really don't think that item is that great. I tried it myself, and Blade just stays way better. Now you can go no Blade build if they have literally 0 bruisers, 0 tank, but I guess that's more for normal games. So a lot of you guys are struggling when you get to the late game with Zed. You feel like it's a fun champ, you wanna play him, but then when everybody has QSS, everybody has Zonias, you're useless, you can't kill anybody, and you just lose the game. Do not worry, the build paths I'm about to give you are probably gonna help you win more game and be more efficient with your gold and just have way more impact in these late game team fights. So I'm gonna give you guys the build path and I'm gonna write down and explain when to get what and when to start with that or that. So basically you're gonna rush Yomus every time with starting with the armor pen item over the CDR item, and then for boots I usually get boots level 1. I don't upgrade it because I end up selling it pretty fast, but you can still go for Moby boots if you want and then just sell it. So you go after that, you go for blade and then black cleaver. Basically Black Cleaver is way better than Lord Dominic Regards for Zed because this item, Lord Dominic's Regard, is just, it's more like for AD carries that hits frontline, because Zed is not really gonna use that 15% increased damage passive, so it's just better to go with Black Cleaver, HP, AD, CDR, all what you need, all these good stuffs. After that you want Titanic Hydra, and I'm gonna explain to you guys why Titanic Hydra over Ravenous a little bit later in the video. And the sixth item will be basically if they have CC, annoying CC, or like more than one exhaust, sorry, you wanna go Scimitar, because like even if they have 0 CC and 2 exhausts, then you're probably gonna be exhausted every team fights and do nothing, so you want the Scimitar to be sure you're doing something. You want maltimorius if facing a lot of AP damage, but that doesn't have CCs that requires you to buy Scimitar. And then you can go Lord Dominic Regards if they have 3 tanks. I also go Lord Dominic Regards if they have 2 tanks, 2 annoying tanks, not a support tank and a jungle or top, like more like a jungle tank and a top tank, which you're gonna be dealing with more often than a support tank. So 3 tanks or 2 is a maybe for Lord Dominic Regards. I get IE usually when there's like 2 AD carries or something like that, just to be able to one-shot them without even ulting. And finally, if none of these specific things that needs to happen for you to buy these items that I just talked about are going on in your game, then you go Strix Cage. This item is completely broken. It's so cheap, gives you 500 HP, gives you 57 AD when the passive procs, and the passive is literally gonna absorb more than 1k damage. And it's so perfect for champions that have no resistances, because the shell decays, but because you're so squishy, people are gonna hit the shell before it even decays. So a lot of AD, a lot of HP, and a 1k something shell. Why not get the item? So earlier I said that you're gonna be selling boots, and you're actually gonna be buying an early zeal, not even like getting all your items and then selling boots, because as an AD like Zed, you lost the crits on Yomus from the old Yomus in Season 5, and you're actually gonna fall off if you don't have any source of crit chance, and i.e. 6th item is just not that great in every game, as you're gonna be too squishy or whatever. So you're gonna be buying a zeal early, and you wanna exchange it for upgrade it for a rapid fire cannon. Why a rapid fire cannon? It's basically like if you when you go in with your EQW basic Titanic, then you're gonna proc that second basic from Titanic, and then you're gonna proc Tenderlord, and you're proccing rapid fire cannon, which means around 3k damage. If the target doesn't have resistances, you're just gonna one-shot anybody without even ulting, which is pretty cool. So I'm pretty sure you guys are wondering why Titanic Hydra over Ravenous Hydra. It's pretty simple. Basically, you do not need 12% lifesteal from Ravenous Hydra, because that doesn't benefit from lifesteal, and Blade is way more than enough for you, and then you're exchanging 425 AD for 450 HP, which is gonna be more useful for you in these late game stages of the game where an AD carry can 3-shot you with basic attacks, right? And basically, my combo that will start off a lot of pick or team fights is gonna be W, EQ, W, basic, and proc my Hydra, right? So the difference between Ravenous and Titanic in that combo is the thing is that Ravenous is not actually a basic reset mechanic, while Titanic is actually a true basic reset. People say that Hydra is a reset, an AA reset, because it actually does 100% of your total AD, which means that it does a basic attack damage, but it's not a basic attack damage. So it doesn't crit, it just does a basic attack damage. While Titanic, Hydra will reset your basic, which means it equals the damage Ravenous Hydra is already gonna do, and then it will do about 300 more damage because you have a lot of HP, you have like 3k HP. It also gives you around 3 bonus damage per basic, which is not bad, but the more interesting part is that Titanic Hydra can crit, and basically you're gonna see examples where you're gonna see the normal combo without any crits, if you're not lucky, do more damage than the Ravenous one. But then if you get the crit, because you have twice more chances to get a crit because you're throwing 2 basics instead of 1, and if you do get a crit in one of these 2 AA, then I guarantee you, any target that has under 25,000 HP will just get popped by that combo and only that combo. That's it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, throw a like, try the build I gave you, put a comment, tell me if it was better, if you did more damage, if you're winning more games because of that. Next video is probably gonna be a tips and tricks video, so I'll see you guys there, and please subscribe if you wanna help me out, and peace.